They say Egypt is timeless, its deserts eternal, its monuments unshaken by centuries. But beneath the golden sands lie secrets that were never meant to be disturbed. Have you ever wondered if an ancient curse could truly destroy a life? Jonathan Hale, a young archaeologist, thought the stories were nothing more than superstition. He had studied hieroglyphs, mapped burial chambers, and dreamed of fame. When his team uncovered a sealed tomb deep in the Valley of the Kings, he ignored the faded warning carved above the entrance. To those who enter unbidden, may the breath of Anubis be their last. Inside, the air was thick and heavy, as if it hadn't been touched in thousands of years. The walls shimmered with painted gods watching, judging. And at the center, a black sarcophagus rested on a stone altar, its lid carved with a stern, almost lifelike face. The others hesitated. Jonathan did not. With trembling hands he pushed the lid aside. The stench of death and dust filled the chamber. But worse was the sound, a faint whisper, like a sigh escaping the coffin. The candles flickered, and for a heartbeat, the hieroglyphs on the walls seemed to writhe, rearranging themselves into something new. That night, Jonathan couldn't sleep. Back at camp, his dreams twisted into nightmares. He saw endless sand swallowing him whole, jackals tearing at his flesh, and eyes, golden eyes, watching from the darkness. When he awoke, his tent was shredded from the inside. His colleagues swore they heard him speaking in a language older than time itself, though Jonathan remembered nothing. One by one, the team began to suffer. A fever took the lead excavator. Another man was found lifeless, his body twisted unnaturally, his face frozen in terror. They tried to leave, but sandstorms rose every time they packed their gear, trapping them in a prison of desert and wind. Jonathan returned to the tomb, desperate for answers. This time he found something he hadn't noticed before. A child-sized sarcophagus beside the main coffin, its lid slightly ajar. He leaned closer, and a soft giggle echoed in the darkness. The lid shifted on its own. Inside was no mummy, no body, just a hollow void, darker than shadow, stretching deeper than the eye could follow. From that void, small hands clawed their way out, ash-colored, bony, trembling. Jonathan tried to run, but the tomb sealed itself behind him. His screams carried through the desert that night, swallowed by the wind. Weeks later, when another team arrived, they found the camp abandoned. The tomb was untouched, sealed once again. Only one thing remained: Jonathan's journal, its final entry scrawled in blood across the page. The curse is real. It doesn't guard the dead. It hungers for the living, and to this day, locals swear that under the desert moon, you can hear faint whispers rising from the Valley of the Kings, calling for the next intruder. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will tell you a scary story about an Egyptian tomb that is cursed. Let's start. Once upon a time, an archaeologist named Jonathan Hale decided to uncover an ancient Egyptian tomb. He didn't believe in curses, so he ignored the warnings and opened the tomb. However, he soon realized that the curse was real when strange things started happening. People got sick and died, and then one day, Jonathan found a secret passageway in the tomb. He decided to follow the passage, but it led to a dark and mysterious void. Suddenly, bony hands reached out and grabbed him. Jonathan screamed, but no one could hear him. The tomb door slammed shut and sealed his fate. I think this story is scary because it shows that even if you don't believe in curses, it doesn't mean they're not real. Jonathan was a smart and experienced archaeologist, but he was still no match for the power of the curse. The story also has some creepy imagery, like the bony hands reaching out from the void. Overall, it's a spooky tale that's sure to give you nightmares. Now let me ask you some questions about the story. What do you think? Was Jonathan right to ignore the warnings and open the tomb? Do you believe in curses? And what would you do if you found yourself in a similar situation? Leave your answers in the comments below. And now I'll share with you a little secret. It's actually not just a story. It's a game. It's a game where you have to find hidden objects and solve puzzles. You can play it on your phone or tablet, and the best part is that it's completely free. All you need to do is search for Hidden Folks in the App Store or Google Play. The graphics are super cool and the gameplay is really addictive. You won't want to put it down. So go ahead and give it a try. Who knows, maybe you'll discover something mysterious and exciting just like in the story. If you liked the story, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. New stories are uploaded every week. Also check out the other videos recommended for you. They're just a click away. Thank you all for your support. I wish you all the best and see you all soon. Bye.